Hey everyone, welcome back to Terminator Gardens. Did you know that crimson clover was so transformative when introduced to America in the 1800s that it revolutionized southern agriculture and became the most common legume cover crop in the entire United States? This stunning nitrogen fixer proved that improving soil could be as beautiful as it is functional. Crimson clover originated from southeastern Europe and southwestern Asia Minor and was introduced in the early 19th century in the USA, where it is now one of the most planted annual forage legumes. Crimson clover has a distinctive, brilliant crimson cone-shaped head of florets. The leaves and stems resemble those of red clover, but the leaves are round-tipped with more hair on the stems and leaves. Crimson clover stands out with its distinct crimson-red flower heads that form a conical or cylindrical shape with each individual flower tubular and densely packed on the stalk. The trifoliate leaves are medium green and occasionally have a white V-shaped marking. The plant typically grows between 1 to 3 feet tall. In spring, flower stems rapidly develop and end their growth with long, pointed, conical flower heads. Its taproot can grow to a depth of 21 inches. Crimson clover prefers sandy loam, but will grow in any well-draining soil. However, it cannot tolerate heavy clay or waterlogged areas. Optimal growing temperatures are between 40 and 70 degrees Fahrenheit. It is suitable to grow in well-drained soils like sandy loam, but not recommended for extremely acid/alkaline conditions, waterlogged or heavy clay soils. A soil pH of 5.5 to 7 is appropriate, and a pH under 5 can hamper nodule formation and stop nitrogen fixation. Crimson clover can be planted in the late summer to early fall and terminated in spring. When planting for summer ground cover, sow in early spring near the time of the last frost. When planting to protect soil over winter, plant in late summer when plants have about 6 to 8 weeks before frost date to become established. Due to its attractiveness to pollinators and nitrogen-fixing ability, crimson clover is an excellent companion plant for fruit and nut trees, corn, and blueberries. Crimson can be mixed with rye, wheat, or oats if rates of these small grains are held at about 50 pounds an acre. Ryegrass is a good companion for a mix which will reseed the following September. Crimson clover can be sown with oats, rye, and annual ryegrass. Grow crimson clover for future crops of corn, melons, and leafy greens. In a garden, crimson clover makes a good companion plant as it helps suppress weeds, boosts nitrogen levels in soil, and attracts beneficial insects to keep harmful pests at bay. Crimson clover can produce dry matter and fixed nitrogen, second only to hairy vetch. The biomass production is 2,000 to 5,000 pounds an acre, and nitrogen fixation is up to 50 to 125 pounds per acre. Crimson's large seed is responsible for its ability to easily establish in most seedbed conditions, including simple broadcasting in untilled areas. It is the fastest growing of the annual clovers, easy to establish, and handles shade well, even the shade of other crops like standing corn. Studies show fields with crimson clover can host up to 50% more pollinators compared to bare ground, attracting bees, butterflies, and other beneficial pollinators. Crimson clover is much loved by beekeepers as it provides superior nectar that makes great tasting honey. The seeds and flowers are edible. Seeds can be sprouted and used in salads or sandwiches, or dried and ground into flour. Flower heads can be used fresh or dried as a tea. Crimson clover sports brilliant scarlet flowers and is often used to attract a variety of pollinators. This variety is typically what you find in packages of edible clover sprouts or microgreens at the grocery store. And that wraps up today's plant profile. If you enjoyed this plant profile and would like to see more like it, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Until next time, happy gardening.